seen on video.
Yeah, I watched it about a dozen times or so last night and again this morning. I'm just not comfortable with Patrick's behavior around the ball.
Patrick Reed lived a life most golfers can only dream of. He won the Masters, earned millions in prize money, became a Ryder Cup hero, and yet somehow ended up one of the most controversial and disliked figures in the sport. Fans didn't just watch him stumble, they cheered when he did. How does a green jacket winner become someone the world seems to root against? The truth isn't about one single mistake. It's about a pattern that developed over years. Family drama, college tension, rules controversies that often seem to go in his favor, and a career path that took him from merely divisive to outright infamous. This is the wild story of Patrick Reed. Patrick Nathaniel Reed was born on August 5, 1990 in San Antonio, Texas, but he grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. From the very start, his parents were supportive but strict, especially his father, who pushed Patrick to take golf seriously from a young age. Talent was evident early, but it wasn't just natural skill that set him apart, it was his competitive fire. He didn't just play golf. He approached the game like a mission, a mindset that would define his career. Between 2005 and 2007, Reed attended University High School in Baton Rouge, where he dominated on the course. He led his team to back-to-back state championships, earned top honors as a state medalist, and became a Rolex AJ All-American. On top of that, he won a major junior title at the Junior Open Championship in 2006. His sharp edge and relentless competitive drive made him a player to watch, and everyone knew it. Success followed him naturally, but it wasn't just about wins, it was his attitude, his edge, and his intensity that made him unforgettable. That same intensity followed him into college, but that's also when the first real controversies began. Reed started his college career at the University of Georgia, arriving with all the hype of a future superstar. On paper, he was perfect, a talented, driven golfer ready to contribute to a powerhouse program. But just a year later, things went south. Reed was dismissed from the team, and that's when rumors began swirling. Official details are murky, but according to Shane Ryan's book, some teammates accused Reed of breaking team rules and causing internal tension. Stories circulated about questionable behavior during qualifying rounds, though nothing was ever definitively proven. Reed has always maintained his side of the story. It wasn't about cheating or dishonesty, but breaking alcohol-related rules, which led to his dismissal. Regardless of the truth, this early controversy stuck to him like glue and would follow him throughout his career. Georgia moved on without Reed, but his story didn't end there. He transferred to Augusta State University, and in a move few expected, he became the heart and soul of their team. He led Augusta State to 2 national championships, proving that no matter what people whispered about his past, his skill and determination on the course were undeniable. Still, the shadow of the Georgia chapter lingered. Once your name is tied to words like cheating or trouble, even without evidence, it sticks. By the time Reed turned professional in 2011, a new storm was already brewing, and this time, it wasn't on the course. In his early 20s, Reed made a deeply personal decision to distance himself from his parents and sister. When he got married, his family wasn't invited to the wedding, a decision that caught widespread attention. Family drama followed him into professional life as well. During the 2014 U.S. Open, his parents and sister reportedly attended using a friend's tickets, but were escorted off the grounds after his wife, Justine, allegedly asked officials to remove them. Moments like this added layers of intrigue to Reed's story, showing that his challenges weren't only in competition, they were personal as well. Even when Reed achieved the pinnacle of professional success, the 2018 Masters, his family wasn't there to celebrate. They weren't merely absent from the gallery. Reports say they weren't present at Augusta National at all. The private details of this estrangement remain known only to the family, but to the outside world, it painted a picture of complexity. Amidst the personal drama, however, Reed's golf game kept rising. He climbed the world rankings quickly, demonstrating talent that was undeniable. Confidence became a hallmark of his public persona. Reed made one of the boldest statements in modern golf when he claimed he believed he was one of the top 5 players in the world, a remarkable assertion for someone ranked 40th at the time. Some fans loved his self-assuredness, others found it cocky, but Reed backed it up stacking PGA Tour wins and proving he could handle pressure like few others. In team competitions, Reed truly shone, representing the United States in the Ryder Cup 3 times. He played with unmatched fire and intensity. His energy, reaction, and fearless shot-making earned him the nickname Captain America. Fans adored his passion, and it often spilled into unforgettable moments. One peak performance came at Hazeltine during an epic duel with Rory McIlroy. The atmosphere was electric, both players trading incredible shots, chest bumps, and fist pumps as though they were in a heavyweight fight. Reed emerged victorious, solidifying himself as one of Team USA's most formidable players under pressure. 2018 was the pinnacle of Reed's career. He conquered Augusta, holding off big names like Ricky Fowler and Jordan Spieth to claim the coveted green jacket. For a brief moment, there were no family controversies, no college rumors, just PatrickReed, Masters champion, standing on top of the golf world. But the calm didn't last. Later that year, during the Hero World Challenge, controversy struck again. Cameras caught Reed moving sand behind his ball not once, but twice. To many viewers, it looked like he was improving his lie, a clear breach of the rules. Reed defended himself, insisting it was an optical illusion caused by camera angles. Still, the footage ignited outrage. Golf Channel analyst Brandel Chambly called it cheating, fueling a firestorm across social media. Fans were furious. Even other players spoke out. Cameron Smith remarked, "If you make a mistake once, you can understand, but to blame the camera angle? That's bold. I have no sympathy for anyone that cheats." What should have been a quiet off-season event turned into one of the most significant controversies of Reed's career, and it tainted his Captain America image. The old college rumors, once dismissed as hearsay, suddenly seemed plausible. Fast forward to 2021, and history appeared to repeat itself. At the Farmers Insurance Open, Reed's ball landed in rough, and he claimed it was embedded. He took relief before a rules official could verify, marking and lifting the ball. Later video footage showed the ball had actually bounced before stopping, technically legal, yet fans were infuriated. They connected this incident to the Hero World Challenge controversy and his college reputation, creating a narrative. Reed consistently found the gray areas and walked away technically clean, yet perpetually controversial. By 2022, Reed's battles extended off the course. After joining LIV Golf, he filed a $750 million defamation lawsuit against Golf Channel and analysts, including Chambly, claiming a coordinated effort to damage his reputation. Public reaction wasn't what he hoped for. Most perceived it as a desperate attempt to repair a reputation already in freefall. Joining LIV Golf, the most controversial league in the sport, only added to the scrutiny, making Reed a lightning rod for criticism. Now, Reed was the center of a storm, a skilled golfer branded villain, playing a league dividing the golf world and suing the media. Yet he remained undeterred. On the course, his intensity never waned. Every clutch putt carried the message. He was still here. Headlines followed him everywhere. Even minor moments sparked drama. Early in the Dubai tournament, Reed tossed a cup of tea toward Rory McIlroy on the range after Rory didn't respond to a greeting. Social media exploded. Critics called it petty and disrespectful. Supporters said it was simply Reed being confident and unbothered. Reed claimed it was lighthearted, but the episode reinforced a recurring pattern. Even unintended actions became controversies. By 2024, Reed's career resembled a non-stop movie: lawsuits, media battles, and on-course drama. Questions persisted. Was Reed misunderstood or unapologetically himself? Legal battles continued. Reports surfaced that several defamation claims were dismissed or withdrawn, yet Reed pressed on. Supporters hailed his fight as standing against media bias. Critics dismissed it as narrative control. On the course, Reed still had flashes of brilliance. At the Masters, he delivered clutch performances, reminding fans why he was once feared. Every shot seemed to carry a message: I am still relevant. Reactions remained split, applause from some, silence from others, but Reed persisted. He began opening up in interviews, revealing how criticism affected him and expressing the game's enduring importance in his life. For a moment, fans saw a different side, one beyond chest thumps and fiery stares. Even then, controversy was never far. Minor incidents, slow play disputes, media disagreements kept his name trending. Reed became a player who brought intensity to everything he touched, whether positive or negative. By the end of 2024, one thing was clear: Patrick Reed wasn't fading. 2023 brought yet another spectacle. At the Dubai Desert Classic, Reed hit a wild tee shot that vanished into tall palm trees. He claimed to spot the ball in one tree and took a drop beneath it. Video replays suggested it might have landed elsewhere. Legally, he followed the rules, but fans groaned it was deja vu, a familiar pattern of perceived benefits to doubt. Reed stood firm. He did everything by the book. Looking at Reed's career as a whole, the picture is striking. On one side, he is a Masters champion, Ryder Cup warrior, and 9-time PGA Tour winner. His skill, toughness, and clutch performances are undeniable. On the other, he carries a long list of controversies, accusations of bending rules, family tension, and lawsuits against media figures. Some fans argue he's misunderstood, pushing the edge without breaking rules. Others see it as a fundamental problem, testing the very principles of honesty and respect that define golf. When headlines and controversies pile up, the benefit of the doubt eventually runs out. And that's what makes Patrick Reed such a rare figure in modern sports, a player whose villain label feels earned not because of one big mistake, but because of years of smoke convincing everyone there must be fire. Whether you love him or hate him, Patrick Reed remains unforgettable. Every swing, every quote, every rule interpretation adds another layer to a career that refuses to quiet down. His story isn't just about golf, it's about intensity, resilience, controversy, and the thin line between genius and infamy. If you found this story as wild as it is, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss more untold stories from the world of sports. Because behind every scorecard, there's always more drama waiting to be uncovered.